Thank you, Mr President. I seek leave to make a brief explanation before addressing a question without notice to the Attorney-General on the topic of the South Australian Progressive Business event.
Is leave granted? Leave is granted. The Honourable Mr Simms.
The Advertiser reported yesterday that the entire State Cabinet and federal Labor ministers from South Australia will attend a $500 per head forum hosted by SA Progressive Business. The event includes scheduled policy briefings from the Honourable Mark Butler MP, the Honourable Senator Don Farrell, the Honourable Senator Penny Wong, the Honourable Nick Champion MP and the Honourable Stephen Mulligan MP. According to the Advertiser, the invitation states that each minister and MP will have a set station and guests will be encouraged to circulate throughout the room, engaging in dynamic one-on-one discussions. There will also be closed-room policy briefings with some ministers. Over the last 15 years, I understand that the SA Progressive Business has donated over $3 million to the South Australian branch of the Labor Party. My questions to the Attorney-General therefore are, is the Attorney-General attending the SA Progressive Business Cabinet Exchange Forum? What information will he be providing as part of these dynamic one-on-one policy discussions? In the spirit of transparency, will he commit to disclosing any policy information that he provides at this event to the Parliament? And will the Minister advise where this secret event is being held?
Order. 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 Too much chirping.
I thank the honourable members for continuing the trend and directing the question my way. It is much appreciated. First question, am I attending? Yes, I think from looking at my diary for the rest of this week, I am attending on Friday, as I think all Cabinet ministers are. What one-on-one, I think it was, next question was what one-on-one policy briefings am I involved with? I'm not aware of what briefings I am yet, but that'll be something I will look at if I have any of those booked in. Will I disclose every private meeting I have with anyone to this Parliament, including these ones? No, I won't.
Order. Order. The Honourable Mr Simms has a supplementary question arising from the answer. Does
the Minister accept many South Australians would find it disturbing that their minister is going to be having private conversations on a pay-for-access basis, and why won't the minister advise where the event is being held?
Well, the second part of your supplementary question is probably relevant. I'm not sure about the first part, but
in relation to where it's being held, it is somewhere in Adelaide, sir. I expect it's. I don't know, the Festival Centre, Convention Centre. So it would be one of the areas that hosts events. I'm not sure which hall it's in. But I will be happy to consult my diary later this afternoon and perhaps give the honourable member a call to let him know where I'll be on Friday in case he wants to catch up for a Chardonnay after work.
Supplementary.
Order. Now, the Honourable Mr Simms, you've got a further supplementary question arising from the original answer.
Arising from the original answer.
Okay.
In relation to the location of this fundraiser, would the Minister provide an update to the Parliament on any details he has in his diary in that regard?
As I said, I will be very happy to consult with and let the honourable member know where I'll be at various points on Friday.
Order. Interjections are out of order. Okay. Now, the Honourable Mr Pengello, I believe, has a supplementary question arising from the original answer, and I'm going to move on from this line of questioning. The Honourable Mr Pengello.
Thank you. Will attendees be charged for selfies that they may take with ministers?
Well, I'm not saying that that's a supplementary question, Attorney. If you choose to answer it, you can. And then we're moving on. Come on. Order.
As much as I wish I was popular enough to do that, I've never, ever contemplated charging anyone for a selfie with me.